I'm putting in for a transfer to a different location. I can't work at that building anymore. I went in and told my supervisor that it was for personal reasons, because if I told him the truth of what really happened, he would either fire me on the spot or send me to a local medical clinic for a drug test. I'm sorry, I'll start from the beginning. I began working as a security guard about 6 months ago. For legal reasons, I'll leave out the company's name and the business we do security for. I will say this, they make various computer and internet router software. It paid good, not great, but I also couldn't complain really. The hours were all over the place, but the work made this the easiest job I'd ever had. I mainly worked the graveyard shift and sat at a computer watching YouTube videos, Netflix, or Hulu all night during my shift. Also, about the same time I started this job, I had become newly single. My last relationship had lasted about 3 years, and after a short period of getting over that, I was back into the dating pool. A single bachelor, prior military service, in shape, not bad looking, no kids. I'm not cocky, but I considered myself a decent catch. The catch, however, was that now that I was single, I wasn't looking for anything serious anytime soon. With my night shift schedule and working most weekends, it wasn't that easy to go out and meet women. So I did what any other single person did in 2018. I downloaded probably 5 or 6 dating apps on my phone. I began swiping left and right all the time looking for matches, getting more than I anticipated. But I did run into a dilemma I didn't anticipate. Keep in mind, it had been years since I had been single. It wasn't as simple as talking to a girl for a bit on a dating app, then getting her phone number from there. Most girls seemed creeped out that I asked for their number. It was 2018, and they all had and used one thing: Snapchat. I had never used the app before, so I downloaded it and then went on talking to girls left and right, meeting up with a lot of them for drinks or other activities. I know what you were thinking, that I'm some womanizing pig only out looking for sex. Yes and no. I'm not out just looking for sex. However, I do know how to appeal to women and know what they like. Not my fault if they fall for me or give it up so easily. This had gone on for about 4 or 5 months. I was having an amazing time with a bunch of amazing women. Then one day, while at work, I was swiping through profiles when I saw her. Melissa. There was something about her profile. This girl couldn't be real. I should have followed my gut instinct, but I decided to swipe right. And to my surprise, the app immediately gave me the notification that we were a match. This gorgeous girl, who was way out of my league, had swiped right on me? Oh man. Just then, a fellow security guard on shift with me called my phone. Hey man, I was doing the rounds and got stuck on the elevator on the north side of the building. Can you come get me out? I sighed, looked at my watch, and responded, we only have 2 hours of our shift left. Just hang out in there and take a nap. I chuckled and let him know I was joking, then headed his way. After getting him out, I headed back to the main desk in the lobby and finished my shift. Went home and got some sleep. When I awoke the next afternoon, I saw that the gorgeous girl that was out of my league had messaged me on the dating app. I messaged her back and got a response a few moments later. We talked for a while and everything went great. We exchanged Snapchat usernames and started talking from there. We talked for a few hours each day and, come to find out, she was a secretary for the CEO of the software company we were doing security for. Huh. Small world, I thought, but I don't ever remember seeing her. Then again, I worked graveyard shift and there were a lot of entrances to the building. It wasn't uncommon to see someone for the first time one day and come to find out they had been working there for months. After talking to her more and more, it became clear that we had more in common than I could have ever imagined. We both had the same taste in music, both liked the outdoors, whiskey, and guns. This girl was everything I wanted in a woman. I finally asked her out for a date one night, if she would like to go meet at this bar I frequented. She said yes. I was really excited, but also so nervous I was gonna blow it. The day came for our date, and I got the worst possible news ever. It was my day off, and someone scheduled for graveyard shift that night had called out sick, and my supervisor asked me to cover for them. Damn, I thought. I messaged Melissa to break to her the bad news in hopes she would see how sincere I was trying to be, and that I wasn't trying to blow her off. She seemed really cool about it. She still said she would go check out the bar, and on her way home she would stop by and see me at work. That put a big grin on my face. The night went on fairly smoothly until I started my rounds around midnight. There are usually 2 of us on duty, so while I did rounds, the other security guards went to our security office to get a few hours of sleep. Like I said, this was the easiest job I had ever had. I had been messaging Melissa most of the night, and she would send me snaps of her and one of her girlfriends at the bar having fun. She had messaged me earlier saying she would be leaving the bar soon, and she would message me when she was close. I continued my rounds for about another 30 minutes. Then, as I passed an office on the top floor, I heard a phone ring. The office it was coming from was open, but the lights were off. I poked my head in as I turned on the light and found no one in there. However, to my surprise, it was Melissa's office. There were pictures of her and her friends at concerts, football games, camping trips, etc., all over. Her college degree hung, neatly framed, on the wall. The phone stopped ringing. With that, I turned around and turned the lights off and shut the door behind me. As soon as I heard the door latch, the phone started ringing again. It was well after business hours, and this wasn't even my place to answer someone else's office phone. But then I remembered this company ships computer parts worldwide. Maybe it's important. I opened the door and flipped the light switch. Pop. Great. The bulbs in the light just blew out. I found the phone in the darkness and answered. Security, this is Ben speaking. How can I help you? Silence on the other end. I repeated myself. Hello, this is Ben with security. How can I help you? Still nothing. I hung up the phone and tried the lights again. Yep, the bulbs were blown. I pulled out my notepad and jotted down the floor and office number so I could report it to facilities in the morning and let them know they needed to replace some lights in an office. I finished my rounds and then went back to the usual Netflix binge watching at the desk. A while had gone by and I still hadn't heard from or seen Melissa yet. I thought about messaging her, but I decided it best not to. I didn't want to come off as the clingy type and rub her the wrong way. I just let it go as maybe she had too much to drink and headed home. Or she may have met a guy there and hung out with them. Who knows? I'd message her tomorrow. I finished my shift, reported the maintenance work needed to be done to facilities, and headed home. I passed out around 8 a.m. and woke up around 5 p.m. I checked my phone. No new messages from Melissa. But something did catch my eye. She had added photos or videos to her Snapchat story. I tapped on it to see how her night went. I wish I hadn't. It was the usual at first, photos of the various drinks her and her friends were ordering, and selfies they were taking together. Then her taking video of her friend dancing, obviously intoxicated, then falling in her heels. Damn, these girls can party. I was not prepared for what was next on her Snapchat story. It sent my emotions and mind on a roller coaster ride of surprise and sheer fright. There was a video of her walking into the building I worked in. She swiped her access badge, came into the building, but seemed disappointed I wasn't at the desk. The next was a selfie of her in the elevator. She looked hot as hell in her dress. Then a video of her in the elevator pressing every button, which is funny, until I read the caption attached at the bottom. Looking for my boyfriend. Kissy face emoji. What the hell was that all about? The next few videos were of her walking the halls of each floor, complaining about how her feet hurt, and she would never wear those heels again, or her humming or singing a song. Just as she was about to turn a corner in a hallway, you can hear a telephone ringing in the distance. As she turned the corner, you can see a figure further down the hallway stop and turn. "Hey baby, I wish you could have been there tonight, it was so much fun," she exclaimed as she approached the person. My stomach dropped as she got closer. I could see the person was me. I never saw her last night. I was alone the entire time during my shift. How could this be possible? Next were selfies she had taken. Selfies with me. I was looking dead at the camera, but didn't have any emotion on my face. But her face was right beside me, grinning ear to ear. I looked normal, as I had last night, when I was in her office. Then there was a picture of me in the dark on her phone answering the call last night. Apparently coming from no one, with the caption, "He is practicing to be a supervisor one day." Winking emoji. What the hell is going on? This can't be possible. I don't remember any of this. There's no way any of this took place. Next were selfies of us in the elevator, one of her even kissing me on the cheek. I know I would have at least remembered that. Then pictures of me during the remainder of my shift, with a caption of, "OMG, he is so cute," heart eyes emoji. I couldn't comprehend how any of this was possible. None of this made sense. I put my phone down and got a cold shower to try and wake up. I had to have dreamed all of this. I went into my kitchen and warmed up some leftovers and turned on the TV. It was still on a local channel and the evening news was on. Then I knew I had to be losing my mind. Melissa's face appeared on the screen. Another top story tonight, a local woman has died in a horrific car accident last night. The accident happened off of Highway 231 in Drake Avenue around 11:45 last night. Police say the driver was struck by an SUV that ran a red light. The victim has been identified as Melissa Hendricks. She died instantly. She was 26 years old. My heart sank. So many emotions ran through my head. Had she died on her way to come see me at work? Would any of this even have happened if I had been out with her last night instead of covering someone else's shift? Wait, no, I'm asking the wrong questions. If she died at 11:45, and I didn't start my rounds till midnight, then how in the fuck was she adding pictures and videos to her Snapchat story? How is that possible? Just then, I heard my phone go off with the ding notification from Snapchat. I unlocked my phone. It was a message from Melissa. "I had a lot of fun last night, and I'm so glad I got to see you. When can I see you again?" Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's narration. I want to give a huge thanks to last month's $5 and up patrons: Starless, Tara, William L, Linda H, Christopher B, Hunter D, Letty M, Ronnie K, Lake S, Meg C, Tim D28, Mr. Creeps, and all of the $2 and up patrons on screen as well. All of your support makes these narrations possible, and I appreciate it a ton. If you'd like to join these lovely ghouls, I'd appreciate it if you check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get an exclusive narration that will never, ever be uploaded to my channel. Usually, one a bit too extreme for YouTube. So that's at least one extra video every month for just $1, if not more. For $2 a month, you'll get thanked in the end scroll of every video, and for just $5 a month, I'll shout you out at the end of every video personally. You also get exclusive Discord roles for those perks as well. If you'd like to chat with me for a bit, you can join me on a monthly live stream for just $10 a month and get a signed merch sticker for $25 a month. And if you're in the market for some horrifying shirts and hoodies, you can head on over to my Teespring store in the description as well. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Second Clancy. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night, everybody. Cheers.